So I'm sitting outside here in the fresh air, learning the daily chitas, and even while I'm here, I get a phone call from Ben Zion, wishing me well, wishing ksiv v'chsim b'tov. I'm going to share with everybody, wishing all of us, because he's on a flight off, I think, to Florida and Chodesh Elul. Anyway, so I'm going to share his message about wishing each other ksiv v'chsim b'tov at the end. But he asked me to make sure to record a short Dvar Torah. So learning today's chitas, I came across a thought. We learned about the wife, the woman, who, Rahman al-Islam, a man did something not nice with her and committed adultery, committed a crime. So the pasuk goes on to speak about all different situations where it took place, and it says if it took place in the city, she gets punished because altvar asheloit soaka, for the fact that you did not raise your voice and scream. The fact that you were quiet and didn't make a fuss about it, you deserve to be punished for that. Now, and you look in the Baal HaTurim says maybe she was afraid. So the Baal HaTurim says either she should have made a fuss, or at least scream as if it's hurting, just to ignore it and just go along with the person doing the Aveira. For that, you deserve to be punished too. Rahman al-Islam. I'm thinking about that because, Chassidus, we flip things around, make things so positive. And the Rebbe would emphasize that the Chodesh Elul is based on the Alter Rebbe's mashal, the Melech Basada. Sometimes we don't realize that the Melech Basada is short. The Rebbe looked at it as a very positive thing because he stressed the second part of the mashal. But sometimes when the Melech is here, you have to be even better. As long as you don't see the Melech, you can convince yourself nobody's watching. But if the Melech, wherever you are, even in the southern, the Melech is, that makes you behave better. That demands more responsibility, more action. And the Rebbe would always point, not the Melech Basada, that's why Chodesh Elul is different. That's why Chodesh Elul is special. It's the second part. He shows a smiley face, and he waits for us, and he's mekabel everybody b'seiv upon him yafis. We have to make our first move. We have to make our move. The Eibishter is waiting for us to come, but it is up to us to actually come closer. And whatever we ask for, and whatever we say, he will accept it this time. But just the fact that the Eibishter is here demands more yira, more action. There is a fascinating mashal from the Me'am Loyes describing the preparation for Chodesh Tishrei, for Yom Noraim. And he says there was this fox, the shul, that was running around the outskirts of the city, and he was always trying to figure out how to get into the city and get some good food. So as the wall, the door, the entrance to the city was being closed, he snuck his way in, and he made it in. He made it into the city, and he's gobbling up, eating whatever he saw. And that's great. Now he has to find a way out. And punk, they closed the door again, and now he's stuck in the city. And now he's all concerned. He's stuck in the city, and everybody will catch him. He has no way out. And what's the what did he gain? Everything, yeah, they'll catch him, and they'll kill him. So he figured a plan. What's the plan? That any time the people chasing after him, or he sees people, he'll play dead. Okay, so one time he sees a group of people, says, beautiful mashal, and he's playing dead, and people are walking by, they see what they think is a dead fox. So they hear one person saying, I would like to make a beautiful thing out of the fox's tail, a special thing, a brush. So he chops him, the fox hears that, he said, no, shh, I could live without my tail. And they chop off his tail, and they move on. Next group of people go by, the fox is still plays dead, and he hears somebody saying, there's a skula, that if you carry a chain, a necklace with the teeth of a fox, it's a skula for certain things. So let me yank out one of his teeth. He says, no, let them yank out a teeth, I'll survive. And he let that go. But then 10 minutes later, there's another group of people see him dead. He was playing dead, but they see him dead. And one guy says to his other, I would like to make myself a beautiful pair of shoes or a beautiful belt. Let me skin the fox and if I skin the fox, I'll have the make leather, or make fur out of it. Oh, when he heard that, he said he realized that his life depends on it, and if his life depends on it, he stood up and ran away. So the Ma'amlaya says this is the Nimshul. The Nimshul is all year around. We are being plucked. The Yetzer Hara is seducing us, a little of this, a little of that. Okay, so you don't realize that how your life depends on it. It's like the tail being chopped off, the tooth being taken off. But when it comes to Elul, we realize that every mitzvah or every mischief that we do is the Chayei Adam Tluyim Boy, and that's why we have a extra motivation. When we get that realization, we get that extra motivation to do good. There's a fascinating shot that it says that when we actually fight the Yetzer Hara and we do good, that the Torah says Vishavisa Shivyoy, and you will capture hostages. Now, why would the word be Shivyoy, his hostage, his captive? It should be Shevi. So one of the Gedolim says, one of the Mefarshim say that when you win the war, when do you win the war of the Yetzer Hara? As the Orach Chaim says clearly that this whole Kiseitzel HaMelchama is also against the Mechemes HaYetzer. Then you not only have the power to do good, you even have the power to take back what he already took. Take back from the Yetzer Hara what he already took over the last couple of months when he managed to catch you. Shivyoy, what he has by him wrapped up, you could get that back by changing your modus operandi, changing the way you behave, and just do the proper Avodas Hashem, which is meant for the preparation for Rosh Hashanah. I'd like to finish off that sometimes it feels very overwhelming. So the Rebbe writes that you find that the name Yerushalayim, the city Yerushalayim, is not mentioned anywhere in the Torah. It's a fascinating thing. There's nowhere in the Torah, in the Chamisha Chumsha Torah, that you find the name Yerushalayim. Every time the Torah makes a reference to it, the Torah says, the place where he chose, and had the last week's Parsha, and the lesson is great. You know, there is Yerushalayim, and there is the Beis HaMikdash, and that's Kodesh Kodashim, and that's great. But in Lav Dafka, you always have to be there. The job is to make your own Yerushalayim. Do all you can do to make your place holy, and make your place a place where the Melech will feel comfortable coming in even Besada.